After Kilcunda half marathon 2 weeks ago, the fire has been reignited. I'm once again in race mode. What better way to deal with race mode than to enter another race? And that race is the Coburg Harriers February fun run, 10 kilometres. I want to see how fast I run a 10 kilometre coming off a pretty solid week. And that way I'll get to know what my baseline race pace is. It will set me up for the next lot of training and give me an idea for me to work out what I want to do next. Hey runners, welcome to Running Along. So contrary to the half marathon where I went in rested and in peak shape, this one I trained through it. Let's see what I did. On the Monday I was coming off a night shift. It was a 5 kilometre basic run, just done at a general aerobic level, followed up with a full body strength training. That strength training involved single leg calf raises, single leg hip raises, dumbbell snatch, squats and pull-ups. Only 5 exercises, but when done well, they cover most bases. Tuesday morning was 6 AM start at work, so all I got to fit in was a short run with CC. Then on the Wednesday, got to do some 200s with CC, but we go off, do a warm-up together, then we get up to the oval, I take her off lead and she gets to join in. And 10 200s, bit faster than 10 kilometre race pace, probably around 5k race pace. The idea of them was to have them feeling comfortably quick, get the technique on point and the pace would just take care of itself. Then that was followed up with some rehab work or prehab work for my legs. Then on Thursday, another easy run, again with the dog due to time commitments. Friday, leading into night shift at work, and Friday was a 2-hour long run, aimed for zone 2. So for me, that's keeping the heart rate in between about 68 to 80% of my maximum heart rate. It was a hot one. Temperatures got up into the mid 30s, and being hot, that spiked the heart rate up a fair bit, so the pace was dropped down and covered just a little bit over 20k. Then after night shift, I had an easy aerobic run. Now that run, I wanted to run for about 75 minutes. Because of night shift, I didn't get the run done in the morning. I need my beauty sleep. And that run was done in the afternoon, a nice 13 kilometres over about 75 minutes. Again, zone 2, that's 68 to 80% for me. And it felt great, it felt good. Leading into the 10k, it just meant I wasn't going to have that extra little spike that you get from having a good taper. It should reveal where my fitness is truly at. This race is put on by the Coburg Harriers, and I've been running their fun run since I first really started getting into it as a teenager. And one of the reasons I've kept coming back is it's a super friendly club. They make everyone feel welcome. What I really like about their races is they're very low key and they're quite an old school athletics club. It's no frills, you have a race, it's accurate, get out and race, have fun, be nice to each other, enjoy the day. It's that simple with none of the extras, and that's a big part of why I like it.
Listen to this bit. The 4k runners come straight back into the track, do a lap and finish. The 10k runners cross the Eagers Creek Bridge and head up through. I
did what I normally do at these races. I lined up at the front, and look, I didn't have confidence in my racing speed, but I really wanted to test myself, and if you don't put it out there, well, you never truly know. So my plan for the race was to go out solid, have it feel a bit too quick right at the start, see where that got me, did that keep me in touch with the leaders or at least the front main pack, and take it from there. Now that was harder than anticipated. In the first kilometre, it's definitely there, but as soon as we got past that first K with the course going a little bit uphill, I was already finding it a bit difficult. As those meters ticked along, I found myself falling further back with the pace already dropping, and I was working hard. By 3 kilometers, my legs were burning. I was feeling like how I should feel after 7 kilometers, maybe 8 kilometers into the race. I was already feeling it at 3K. Unable to keep up with the front guys, I was in no man's land. Basically, I was in a time trial for the remainder of the race. Took all the concentration to keep my form together to try and keep running. It slipped plenty of times. The uphills tended to smash my legs way more than I hoped that they would. As we got into the turnaround further out, I gained a different position back. I think that put me in 7th position in the end. Everyone else in front of me, I never saw them for the rest of the race. They just put more and more time into me. So really, again, it was a time trial all the way through to the end. I hit the track. By then, my legs were really struggling to keep any form of intensity up. They were losing coordination. The burn was ridiculous. I went out way too fast, blew it by 3 kilometers, and just ground it out through to the end. Look, the time in the end here is 42:40. I know I stopped my watch a bit late, but 42:38 or something like that will be the official time, which isn't quite out yet. That's slower than I was hoping for. I thought I'd be down around 40 minutes. I don't think the heart rate truly reflects the intensity I went out in that first kilometre. It was sitting around 153 beats per minute for the most part, which is about 87% of my max heart rate, which is probably around the heart rate that I want for most of the 10K, with it building towards the end. After that first kilometre, you can see the heart rate's climbing. I definitely wasn't in a steady state, which is all right, but I really overshot the mark, and that heart rate climbed up to about 166. It was over 90%, which would be great if I could maintain it, but I couldn't. Once I hit 8 kilometres in the end, I really struggled just to keep them ticking over. And that's reflected in a declining heart rate towards the end. Particularly over that last kilometre, you can see the heart rate truly just drops off. What I'm going to use this 10K time in is to work out my next lot of training. But in order to work out my next lot of training, I need to know what my goal is. I haven't quite decided on it. I've got an idea. Over the next few days, I'll work on those goals. We'll work on these together. We'll use it to feel more alive out of our running. We'll get some racing in. Join me in future videos. I'm going to take you through these goals. And what I want to know from you guys is, what races do you have coming? What are your goals for the year? Let me know, and we'll work on this together. Keep on running.